Today we will learn division of polynomial. We are going to learn how to divide a polynomial by another polynomial. Here we have two questions. Question number 1, divide 3x raised to 4 minus 4x cube minus 3x minus 1 by x minus 1. So here the first polynomial, that is a polynomial of degree 4, and the second one is a polynomial of degree 1. Second one is a linear polynomial. So when we divide this polynomial by x minus 1, this is dividend and this is divisor. So we know how to divide 21 by 5. So 21 is dividend. Dividend we write right side, and then 5, that will be the divisor. So that divisor we will write here. The same way we will write dividend right side and divisor left side. And here we can write here. Here we will write a dividend and here divisor. And when we divide a polynomial by another polynomial, we want to make sure the polynomial, when we write that polynomial here, the power of the variable should be in increasing order of their power. The polynomial, the terms of the polynomial in decreasing order of their powers. Decreasing order of their powers. So here power 4, power of this term, and here 3, and here 1. So this is the decreasing order. And here degree, power of the variable 1, and here power 0. So 1, 0, decreasing order of their powers. That is important. In case if it is minus 1 plus x, then we have to write x first, then minus 1. So then only we will get a decreasing order of their powers. Here power of the variable 0. So 1, then 0. So here 1, 0. Here decreasing order 4, then 3, then 1, then 0. So polynomials are in decreasing order. And when we divide, if any term missing in between here in dividend, then if you write a 0, if you add a 0 there, then it will be more convenient for us. It is not a compulsory. Here 3x raised to 4, x raised to 4 term is there, x cube term is there, but x square term is not there in dividend. So if x square term is not there, then we can write there 0x square. Then it will be more convenient for us. Without writing also we can do, but if you write 0x square, then we will not, sometimes if you don't write the 0x square, we will make, some of you will make mistake. So we can write the missing term here. So decreasing order of their powers, 3x raised to 4 minus 4x cube plus x square term is not there, 0x square, then minus 3x minus 1. So we are adding 0x square here. Then x minus 1. That is the divisor. Then when we divide a polynomial by another polynomial, the first term divided by the first term. First term of this polynomial, we will divide first term by the first term of divisor. The first term of dividend, that is 3x raised to 4, divided by the first term of the divisor, that is x. Then in chapter 1, we learned laws of exponents. So 3x raised to 4 upon x. So we can, this is actually x raised to 1, a to the power m divided by a to the power n equal to a to the power m minus n. So by using the laws of exponents, 4 minus 1, that is 3. So it will be 3x raised to 3. 4 and, or 1x and 1x will be cancelled. So 3x raised to 3. So that answer we will write here, 3x raised to 3. So once again, first term divided by first term. So we got a 3x cube, then 3x cube we will write here. Then we have to multiply both the terms. Here we have only two terms. Both the terms we will multiply by 3x cube. So 3x cube into x. 3x cube into x. Again we will apply laws of exponents. 3x cube into x. So here we can apply this law. A to the power m into a to the power n equal to a to the power m plus n. So 3 into x raised to 3 into x raised to 1. So that is 3 into x raised to the power 3 plus 1, that is 4. So 3x cube into x, that is 3x raised to 4. Then this expression into second term, 3x cube into minus 1, that is minus 3x cube, and that term we will write below x cube term. So 3x cube into minus 1, that is minus 3x cube below x cube term. Now we have only two terms, we multiplied both the terms. So now we are going to find the difference between them. So here when we find the difference, we can keep opposite sign. If it is plus, keep minus. If it is minus, keep plus. Then we will consider second sign, 3x raised to 4 minus 3x raised to 4, 0. Then minus 4x cube plus 3x cube. Minus 4x cube plus 3x cube. Like terms, x cube same. So minus 4 plus 3, that is minus 1. So we will get a minus 1x cube or minus x cube. Then we will write rest of the terms. Plus here 0x square. Then minus 3x minus 1. Then again the same procedure we will do. The first term divided by the first term. So minus 1x cube or minus x cube. It's same only. The first term divided by the first term. Here the first term is minus x cube and here x. So minus x cube divided by x. Again we can cancel 1x. So it will be minus x square. So we will write that minus x square here. Now we have to multiply both the terms by minus x square. So, and when we multiply both the terms by minus x square into x, minus x square into x, that is minus x cube right below that, below x cube term, minus x cube. Minus x square into x, that is minus x cube. Then minus x square into minus 1, that is minus into minus plus, plus x square right below x square term, plus x square. So if you don't write 0x square, then you have to write it separately. You cannot write below minus 3x. So some children write it below minus 3x, then they make mistake. That's why we are adding 0x square. Okay. So minus x square into minus 1, that is minus and minus plus, plus x square below x square term. Now subtraction. This is minus, opposite sign plus. This is plus, opposite sign minus. Then minus x cube plus x cube. Cancelled, 0. Then this is 0. 0 minus x square. 0 minus x square is minus x square. Rest of the terms. Minus 3x minus 1. We will continue this division till we get the degree of the remainder is less than the degree of the divisor. So here degree of the remainder is 2. Degree of the divisor is 1. So 2 is greater than 1. So if this degree of this remainder less than the degree of the divisor, then we will stop the division. We will continue the division till we get degree of the remainder less than the degree of the divisor. So here 2, 1, this is greater. So we will continue division. First term divided by first term. Minus x square upon x. Again x and x cancelled. So minus x. X and 1x will be cancelled. So minus x. We will write here minus x. Then minus x into x. Minus into plus, that is minus x into x. That is x square below x square term. Minus x into x. Minus x into x. So minus, that is minus into x, that is x square. So below x square term and a negative sign will be there. Minus into plus. Then minus x into second term. Minus x into minus 1. Minus into minus plus. So plus x we will get below x term. So plus x. Then again opposite sign we can keep, minus sign here plus, plus sign minus sign. Then minus x square plus x square cancel the 0. Minus 3x minus x or minus 3x minus 1x, that is minus 4x minus 1. Rest of the term. And here degree 1, degree 1, degree of the remainder 1, degree of the divisor 1 equal. So we have to continue this division till we get the degree of the remainder less than the degree of the divisor. Suppose it is x square here, then we will stop here because here 1, here 2. This degree less than this one, but here it is same. So we have to continue that division. Again same procedure, first term divided by first term. That is minus 4x upon x. Minus 4x upon x. First term divided by first term. X and x cancelled, so we got minus 4. So we will write a minus 4 here. Then minus 4, then we have to multiply both the terms by minus 4. Minus 4 into x, that is minus 4x. Minus 4 into minus 1. Minus into minus plus, so plus 4. Then again opposite sign, minus sign, so plus sign, minus sign. So minus 1, minus 4. Minus 1, minus 4 equal to minus 5. And here, this is a non-zero constant polynomial. The degree of this polynomial is 0, and here degree 1. Degree of the remainder less than the degree of the divisor. So we will stop the division. And here we got quotient 3x cube minus x square minus x minus 4, and the divisor minus 5. So that is long division. And here, the remainder minus 5. The remainder minus 5, quotient this one, and this is divisor, and this is dividend. And here we got minus 5 remainder by long division method. So that same remainder we can find by using a remainder theorem. In previous video we learned a remainder theorem. The remainder theorem is when we divide, if px is divided by x minus a, then the remainder is p of a. If px is divided by x minus a, then the remainder is equal to p of a. So that is remainder theorem. So similarly, this minus 5, after doing this long division we got minus 5. That same remainder we can find by using remainder theorem. So when we divide, if this polynomial is divided by x minus 1, the remainder will be, in previous class we learned how to find remainder. So divisor, let the divisor equal to 0, let x minus 1 equal to 0. Therefore x is equal to 1. So the remainder is equal to p of 1 by remainder theorem. P of 1 is replace x by 1. So 3 into 1 raised to 4 minus 4 into 1 cube minus 3 into 1 minus 1. That is 3. 1 raised to the power 4, 1 minus 1 cube, that is 1 minus 4. Then minus 3 into 1, that is minus 3. Then minus 1. So 3 minus 4 minus 3 minus 7 minus 7 minus 3 minus 7 minus 1 minus 8. So 3 minus 8 minus 5. So we got same remainder. So the remainder we can find by remainder theorem without doing this long division. So here that is remainder theorem. If px is divided by x minus a, remainder p of a. Minus 5 we got, the same remainder we got here by long division method. And if the remainder equal to 0, if this remainder is 0, then we can say that x minus 1 is a factor of this polynomial. If remainder equal to 0, reason, when we divide 20 by 5, 4 into 5, 20, remainder 0. So when we get a remainder 0, we can say that 5 is a factor of 20. Because 5 into 4 equal to 25 is a factor of 20. But when we divide 21 by 5, 4 into 5, 20, remainder 1. So here remainder not equal to 0. When we divide 21 by 5, remainder equal to 1, that is not equal to 0. So here we can say that 5 is not a factor of 21. 5 is not a factor of 21. But here remainder 0, therefore 5 is a factor of 20. Similarly, when we divided this polynomial by x minus 1, we got remainder minus 5, and that remainder not equal to 0. So we can say that this polynomial, x minus 1 is not a factor of p of x. x minus 1 is not a factor of p of x. Reason, the remainder not equal to 0. If the remainder equal to 0, then we can say that it is a factor of px. So we can do second question. Second question, here we need to divide px by x plus 1. So this is the dividend, divisor. Dividend we will write right side and divisor left side. And here some terms missing. X square term is not there, x term is not there. So we will do the division. Decreasing order of their power, x cube plus x square term is not there. So we can write 0x square plus 0x plus 1. But it is not necessary, it's not compulsory. Without writing this also we can do the division. But some children make mistake, that's why we are writing this. Then here x plus 1. Then same procedure, first term divided by first term, x cube upon x. X cube divided by x. X and x cancelled, so we will get a x square. So we will write a x square here. X square into x, x cube. X square into 1, 1x square, we will write a below x square term. X square into x, x cube. Then x square into 1, that is 1x square below x square term. Below x square term. If you don't write these two terms here, then you have to write it separately. Then difference, we can keep opposite sign, then we will add plus minus. Then x cube minus x cube is 0. 0x square minus x square. 0x square minus x square, that is minus x square. Rest of the terms plus 0x plus 1. Again, first term divided by first term. Now we have minus x square divided by x. So when we cancel, we will get a minus x. We will write minus x here. Then we need to multiply both the terms by minus x. Minus x into x, minus x square. Minus x into plus 1, that is minus x. Below x term. Minus x into x, minus x square. Below x square term. Minus x into plus 1, that is minus x below x term. Now we can keep opposite sign, plus minus, plus. Now we can find minus x square plus x square, that is 0. 0 plus x. 0 plus x, second sign, that is x plus 1. Remainder 1, degree 1, degree 1. So we have to continue that division. Again, first term divided by first term, x upon x equal to 1. So we will write a plus 1. Then multiply both the terms by 1. 1 into x, x, 1 into 1, plus 1. Now we can find the difference. So here x minus x 0, 1 minus 1 0. So the remainder is 0. So here when we divided px by x plus 1, we got the remainder 0. So if the remainder is 0, then we can say that x plus 1 is a factor of x cube plus 1. When we divided x cube plus 1, remainder equal to 0. So we can say that x plus 1 is a factor of x cube plus 1. That means if px is divided by x minus a, and if remainder 0, if p of a equal to 0, then x minus a is a factor of p of x. So if the polynomial px is divided by x minus a, then if the remainder p of a equal to 0, then x minus a is a factor of px. And similarly, if x minus a is a factor of px, then the remainder will be 0. So both the ways. If remainder equal to 0, x minus a is a factor of px. And if x minus a is a factor of px, then the remainder will be 0. So that is called a factor theorem. So you can write from NCERT book, factor theorem, page number 40. If px is a polynomial of degree n greater than or equal to 1 and a is any real number, then x minus a is a factor of px if p of a equal to 0. X minus a is a factor of px if p of a equal to 0. And the second condition, p of a equal to 0 if x minus a is a factor. P of a equal to 0, then x minus a is a factor. That is factor theorem. So we need to write that factor theorem in your copy. Now we are going to do exercise 2.3. Find the remainder. Question number 1, exercise 2.3. Exercise 2.3. Question number 1. Find the remainder when x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1 is divided by the following. So px we can take as x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1. Now we can do second part, x minus 1 by 2. So we need to find the remainder. Sorry, here exercise 2.3 already I explained in previous video. So now we are going to do exercise 2.4. Exercise 2.4. Question number 1. Determine which of the following polynomials has x plus 1 as a factor. Determine which of the following polynomials. X plus 1 as a factor. So we can do the difficult question. Fourth part, x cube minus x square, x cube minus x square minus of 2 plus root 2 into x plus root 2. So determine which of the following polynomials has x plus 1 as a factor. And x cube minus x square minus 2 plus root 2 x plus root 2. So we want to check whether x plus 1 is a factor of this polynomial. If x plus 1 is a factor of this polynomial, by factor theorem the remainder will be 0. If x plus 1 is a factor of this polynomial, by factor theorem the remainder will be 0. That is factor theorem. If x minus a is a factor of px, that is factor theorem. If x minus a is a factor of p of x, then p of a, that is remainder, equal to 0. So first we are going to find a remainder here, and if that remainder equal to 0, then we can say x plus 1 is a factor of this polynomial. So fourth part, this is px. Then we are going, when we divide this polynomial by x plus 1, we need to find a remainder by using remainder theorem. So when we find a remainder by using remainder theorem, let the divisor equal to 0. Let x plus 1 equal to 0. Therefore x is equal to minus 1. Now we can find the remainder. Therefore remainder equal to p of minus 1. Remainder equal to p of minus 1. And if that remainder 0, then we will say x plus 1 is a factor. If remainder is any real number other than 0, then we will say x plus 1 is not a factor of px. So p of minus 1 we can find, this is px. So just replace x by minus 1. So minus 1 raised to the power 3 minus 1 square minus 2 plus root 2 into, in the place of x we will write minus 1 plus root 2. So we replaced x by minus 1. Minus 1 raised to 3 minus 1 square minus of 2 plus root 2 into minus 1 plus root 2. Then minus 1 raised to the power 3. Minus 1 raised to odd number is minus 1, and minus 1 raised to even number is plus 1. Because when we multiply minus 1 3 times, it will be negative. When we multiply minus 1 2 times or 4 times or 6 times, etc., even times, it will be positive. So here this number is odd number, so minus 1 raised to 3 is minus 1. Then this symbol, subtraction symbol here. Then minus 1 square, minus 1 raised to even number is plus 1. So this side already there. Then in the place of minus 1 square we will write a plus 1. Then minus sign, this one. This minus into here, 1 minus is there. Minus 1 into minus. It will be plus, and 2 plus root 2. 2 plus root 2. Then plus root 2. Minus 1 into minus 1, that is plus 1. Then 2 plus root 2. Then plus root 2. Then minus 1 minus 1. Minus 1 minus 1, that is minus 2. Then open the bracket, plus 2. Plus root 2. Plus root 2. So minus 2 and plus 2 cancelled, 0. Then root 2 plus root 2. X plus x is 2x. X plus x is equal to 2x. So root 2 plus root 2 will be 2 root 2. Root 2 plus root 2 equal to 2 root 2. And here remainder not equal to 0. If remainder not equal to 0, we can say that x plus 1 is not a factor of this polynomial. Therefore, x plus 1 is not a factor of that polynomial px. Or we can write that polynomial there. So that is the method. So we have to find the factor, we need to find the remainder first. And by using remainder theorem, in previous video I explained how to find the remainder by using remainder theorem. So we will find the remainder, and if that remainder equal to 0, it is a factor. If the remainder not equal to 0, it is not a factor. In this question, remainder not equal to 0, therefore x plus 1 is not a factor of px. One more question we will do. We can do second question. Question number 1. One more part we will do. Question number 1. Second part. X raised to 4 plus x cube plus x square plus x plus 1. We want to check whether x plus 1 is a factor or not. So here also we will find a remainder. Let the divisor equal to 0. That is the first step. Let x plus 1 equal to 0. Therefore x is equal to minus 1. Then remainder. Remainder is equal to p of minus 1. That is equal to minus 1 raised to the power 4 plus minus 1 raised to the power 3 plus minus 1 raised to the power 2 plus minus 1 plus 1. Minus 1 raised to the power 4. 4 is an even number. So minus 1 raised to the power 4, that is plus 1. Minus 1 raised to the power 3. 3 is an odd number. So minus 1 raised to the power 3, that is minus 1. Minus 1 raised to the power 2. 2 is an even number. So minus 1 square will be plus 1. Then here minus 1 and last one plus 1. Now plus 1 and minus 1 cancelled. Then again 1 and minus 1 cancelled. Then 1 is remaining. So here once again remainder p of minus 1. So minus 1 raised to the power 4 minus 1 cube plus minus 1 square plus minus 1 plus 1. And here minus 1 raised to 4, that is plus 1. Minus 1 raised to 3, that is minus 1. Minus 1 square plus 1. Minus 1, that is minus 1 plus 1. 1 and minus 1 cancelled. Again 1 and minus 1 cancelled. 1 remaining. So here also remainder not equal to 0. Therefore x plus 1 is not a factor of given polynomial px. So I explained 2 questions. Then 2 more questions are there. You can do by yourself. Now we are going to do exercise 2.4, same question number 2. Second question we can do. Use the factor theorem to determine whether gx is a factor of px in each of the following cases. We have 3 questions. I will explain third part. Question number 2, third part. px is equal to x cube minus 4x square plus x plus 6 and gx equal to x minus 3. Px is equal to x cube minus 4x square plus x plus 6 and gx is equal to x minus 3. And here the question is, use the factor theorem to determine whether gx is a factor of px. So we have to check whether gx is a factor of px. Same in previous question we have done. Same way we have to check whether x minus 3 is a factor of this one. So we have to find the remainder, and if the remainder equal to 0, that is a factor. If the remainder not equal to 0, it is not a factor. So let x minus 3 equal to 0, therefore x is equal to plus 3. So the remainder we will find remainder is equal to p of 3. And if the remainder equal to 0, it is a factor. If the remainder not equal to 0, it is not a factor. So p of 3 we can find. P of x is given, so p of 3, that is 3 cube minus, replace x by 3, minus 4 into 3 square plus 3 plus 6. 3 cube 27 minus 3 square. 3 square is 9. 9 into 4 36 and minus sign is there. Then plus 3 plus 6 9. Now 27 plus 6. 27 plus 6 is 36. Then minus 36. Here we got remainder 0. So if remainder equal to 0, we can say x minus 3 is a factor of this polynomial, or we can say here gx is a factor of px. So in this question, remainder equal to 0, therefore gx is a factor of px. Then question number 3. Find the value of k if x minus 1 is a factor of px in each of the following cases. And here it's given x minus 1 is a factor of px. Third question. Find k if x minus 1 is a factor of px. If x minus 1 is a factor of px, find the value of k. We can do second part. Px is equal to 2x square plus kx plus root 2. Px is equal to 2x square plus kx plus root 2. Now we have to check whether we need to find the value of k if x minus 1 is a factor of px. So x minus 1 is a factor of px, that is given. If x minus 1 is a factor of px, then the remainder will be 0. So we can find the remainder. So this is the divisor. So when we find the remainder, let the divisor equal to 0. Let x minus 1 equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to 1. Then we have, it's given x minus 1 is a factor of px. X minus 1 is a factor of px, that is given. X minus 1 is a factor of px. Therefore, remainder equal to 0. If x minus 1 is a factor of px, then remainder will be 0, and the remainder, that is p of 1, equal to 0. From here we can find the value of k. So p of 1 equal to 0, that is 2 into, replace x by 1, 2 into 1 square plus k into 1 plus root 2 equal to 0. 2 into 1 square, that is 2, plus k into 1, that is k, plus root 2 equal to 0. From here we can write, we can find the value of k. We will keep k left side, rest of the numbers from left to right. So we can take 2 from left to right, that becomes minus 2. Root 2 we can take from left to right, minus root 2. So k is equal to, we can take minus common, 2 plus root 2, minus outside. So this is the value of k if x minus 1 is a factor of px. So we got the value of k minus of 2 plus root 2. Then Question number third part. We will do fourth part. Px is equal to kx square minus 3x plus k. Kx square minus 3x plus k. We need to find the value of k. If x minus 1 is a factor of px. It's given x minus 1 is a factor of px, so the remainder will be 0. So let x minus 1 equal to 0. Therefore x is equal to 1. Then x minus 1 is a factor of px, that is given. Therefore a remainder equal to 0. Then the remainder will be p of 1. P of 1 equal to 0. Now we have to find p of 1 from this polynomial. So this is px. So when we find p of 1, we replace x by 1. K will be there. We will not replace k. We replace x by 1. So when we replace x by 1, we will get k into 1 square minus 3 into 1 plus k equal to 0. K into 1 square, that is k, minus 3 plus k equal to 0. Once again, p of 1 equal to 0, that is k into 1 square minus 3 into 1 plus k equal to 0. That is k into 1 square, that is k, minus 3 plus k equal to 0. K plus k, that is 2k minus 3 equal to 0. We can take minus 3 from left to right. 2k equal to plus 3. Therefore k equal to multiplication. So the 2 will go to the denominator of 3. So k is equal to 3 upon 2. So that is the value of k if x minus 1 is a factor of px. We have two more questions. In this third question, I explained two parts. Then two more questions are there. It's very simple. Now we are going to do fourth question. Question number 4. Factorize. First part. 12x square minus 7x plus 1. So here our question is factorize. Here we have a quadratic polynomial, second degree polynomial in one variable, and we need to factorize that polynomial. Factorization. If we want to factorize any expression, that means we are going to convert that expression as the product of their factors. If you want to factorize 10, we can write 10 as the product of their factors, that is 2 into 5. 2 into 5, 10. So this is factorization. Converting the given expression into the product of their factors. We are converting the given expression as the product of their factors, that is factorization. Similarly, this is a quadratic polynomial. We want to convert that polynomial equal to one polynomial into another polynomial. So inside the bracket, we will get one linear polynomial, and here also linear polynomial. Their product equal to this one. Same way, 2 into 5 equal to 10. Same way, one polynomial into another polynomial equal to quadratic polynomial. So that is factorization. So we are going to factorize this polynomial. This is a quadratic polynomial, and you might have learned in lower class how to factorize a quadratic polynomial by splitting the midterm. Splitting the midterm method. So I will explain that once again. So here 12x square minus 7x plus 1, that is the polynomial, and here the middle term is minus 7x. Middle term is minus 7x, and the coefficient of x square is 12, and the constant term is 1. Constant term is 1, and middle term minus 7x, coefficient of x minus 7, coefficient of x square 12. So we will write the coefficient of x first, minus 7 equal to. Then we need to find the product of coefficient of x square and constant term. Coefficient of x square here 12. 12 into 1. 12 into 1. If it is 2 here, 12 into 2, 24 we will write there. But here it is 1, that's why 12 into 1, 12. Once again, coefficient of x middle term minus 7, And here this is not a coefficient of x square. This 12 is not this 12. This 12 is actually the product of coefficient of x square and 1. 12 into 1, that is 12. If we have 3 here, then 12 into 3, 36 we will write there. Okay. So here 12. Now we have to find the two numbers. Their sum is minus 7 and their product is 12. Two numbers. Their sum is minus 7 and their product is 12. Sum minus 7, product 12. So if you take minus 4 and minus 3. Minus 4 plus minus 3, that is minus 7. Minus 4 into minus 3. Minus into minus plus 4 into 3, 12. So we got two numbers. Their sum is minus 7 and their product is 12. So minus 7 we can write as minus 4 plus minus 3. That is splitting the midterm. Minus 7 we will write as minus 4 plus minus 3. So minus 7x will be, minus 7 we will write a minus 4 minus 3. So minus 7x will be minus 4x minus 3x. Minus 4x minus 3x will be minus 7x. So we are going to split the middle term. Splitting the middle term by minus 4x minus 3x. So the first term will be same, 12x square. And the middle term minus 7x we are going to write as minus 4x minus 3x. Minus 7x is minus 4x minus 3x. Minus 4x minus 3x. Its answer is same, minus 7x. Then plus last term equal to. Now we will take first two terms. First two terms 12x square and minus 4x. We will take common outsider. 12 and 4. We can take 4 outside. 12 and 4. X square and x. We will take a x outsider. When we take first two terms, 12x square minus 4x, we can take 4 outsider. 12, 4 outsider we can take, that is common. And x square and x, we can take x outsider. Then inside the bracket, when we take 4x outside, when we take 4 from 12, then 3. 3 into 4, 12. And here, from x square, we have taken x outside. So x remains. Because when we find the product, 3 into 4, 12, x into x, x square. So 3 into 4, 12 x square. Then here, minus, we have taken 4x outside. So 4x, this is 4x minus 4x. We have taken 4x outside. So minus 1 remains. Then only their product will be minus 4x. After completing that bracket, you just verify whether you will get it or not. 4x into 3x. 4 into 3, 12. 12x square, correct. 4x into minus 1. Yes, minus 4x. That's correct, huh? Then, inside the bracket, we have 3x minus 1. So here, from last two terms, we are going to take something outside. And when we take something outside, inside the bracket, we should get a 3x minus 1. So here, this is minus 3x plus 1. So we will take something outside. And after taking something outside, inside the bracket, 3x minus 1 we need. So if you take minus 1 outside, from here, when we take minus 1 outside, we will write a 3x here, because minus 1 into 3x, that is minus 3x. And here we want to get a plus 1. Here already one minus 1 is there. So if you keep minus 1 here, minus 1 into minus 1 plus 1. So once again, just open the bracket and make sure you are getting this one. Minus 1 into 3x, minus 3x, minus 1 into minus 1 plus 1, correct. So now we have 3x minus 1, 3x minus 1. That 3x minus 1 we will take common. 3x minus 1. Then taken 3x minus 1 outside, so 4x remains. Minus, again 3x minus 1 outside, so this 1 minus 1 remains. So 3x minus 1 outside, so 4x minus 1 here. So now we converted the given expression. Here this is sum of 3 terms. We converted that expression as the product of two binomials or product of two linear polynomials. So that is called a factorization. So we converted the given expression as the product of factors, product of its factors. So this is factorization. So by splitting the midterm, we have done it. Then we will do one more question. We will do. We can do third part. 6x square plus 5x minus 6. 6x square plus 5x minus 6. Here, by splitting the midterm, we will factorize this one. The middle term, the coefficient of x, that is 5. Then the product of the coefficient of x square and the last term. So 6 into minus 6, that is minus 36. Now we have to find two numbers, their product equal to their product equal to minus 36 and their sum is equal to 5. So we need to find a product, two numbers, their product minus 36 and their sum is 5. So if product minus 36, then one number is negative and the other one will be positive. Then only their product will be negative. So one number is negative and the other one will be positive. And their sum is 5. That means the bigger number should be positive and the smaller number should be negative. Then only their sum will be 5. So bigger number, one number positive and the other one negative. That means we are going to find the difference. If the sides are different, then we find the difference between that numbers. So the difference between that numbers we will find. So in some questions it may be difficult to find that numbers. So if you have any difficulty, you just factorize product 36. 36 we can factorize. 36, 18. Then again 9. Then again 3. Factorization. Then you see, we can take in, we need to get two numbers. So if you take 2 and 3 into 3, 9, 9 into 2, 18. 2 and 18, product will be 36 only because they are the factors. But if you take 2 and 18, their sum will not be 5. Their difference will not be 5 because here it is 5. Then if you take 2 plus 2, 4 and 3 into 3, 9. 2 plus 2, 4 and 3 into 3, 9. And here if you take plus 9 and minus 4. Plus 9 and minus 4. Product will be minus 36. 4 into 9 minus 36 and their sum will be minus 4 plus 9. Minus 4 plus 9, that is 5. So if you have any difficulty, you just factorize this one, and if you are not getting, then you take another group, 2 into 2 into 4 into 3, 12 and 3, then you try 12 and 3. If it is some other number here, we can take 12 and 3. So that depends on the number. So here we got that number minus 4 and 9. So minus 4 plus 9 equal to 5 and minus 4 into 9 equal to minus 36. Now we are going to split the midterm. So 5 equal to minus 4 plus 9. Therefore 5x is equal to minus 4x plus 9x. So equal to 6x square. 5x we can write as minus 4x plus 9x. Minus 4x plus 9x minus 6 equal to, from first two terms we will take a common outside. 6 and 4 we can take a 2 outside. X square and x, we will take x outside. Then when we take 2x outside from 6x square, we need to write a 3 here, then only 2 into 3, 6. And x we need to write, just to verify, 2x into 3x, 2 into 3, 6x square, correct. Then minus. We have taken 2x outside from minus 4x. So when we take a 2x outside from minus 4x, we need to write a minus 2 here because 2x into minus 2. 2 into minus 2, that is minus 4x. 2x into minus 2, that is minus 4x. Plus, we can take a common outsider. We can take a 3 outsider. When we take a 3 outsider, then 3x. 3 into 3, 9x. 3x minus, when we take a 3 outside from 6, we will get a 2 here. So 3 into 3x, 9x. 3 into minus 2, that is minus 6. Now we can take a 3x minus 2 common, because inside the bracket we got same expression. Inside the bracket we should get always same expression. 3x minus 2 common. So when we take 3x minus 2 outside, 2x remain. 3x minus 2 outside plus 3. So we converted the given expression as the product of their factors. So this is factorization. Similarly, we can do, I explained 2 questions. Then 2 more questions are there in question number 4. 2 more parts are there, so that you can do by yourself. And one more question is there in that exercise, factorization of cubic polynomial, that I will explain in next video. Okay.